fucking soon. So, hello everybody. What the hell? Wait, huh? OBS updated and everything looks weird. What the fuck is this? Excuse me? Hello? This is interesting. Perfect. Hey! Oh shit! Hey, Socks! Welcome in. Okay, have fun. Goodbye. Have a good day. Hope you have fun taking notes, etc., etc., etc. We're actually going to be doing a little things a little bit vintage, I suppose. So, we're still going to be drawing, basically. We're still going to be doing everything in the drawing way. And also, I have to do some texture editing on something really cool. Something really cool, I promise. It will be really cool. Once I'm fucking done with it. But yeah, so we're gonna... Ooh, fuck, I forgot to drink my water. So I'm gonna get water really quick. So we're gonna go with this here. Hi, yes, hello. What the hell? Huh? Huh? Oh my god! Hey! Yes, hi, hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Sure, why? Yeah, that's fine. Oh my god, Cookie! Hello! Oh my god, also wait, what do you mean 10 ads? What? Dude, it's literally a 3-minute ad break. So that I don't have to deal with pre-rolls and all that shit. Come on, this is a necessary evil. I am sorry. What do you mean 10 ads though? That's crazy. But yeah, hello. So we're going to be starting off with some studying like some endocrinology. I'm going to go over my very cursed analogy for the HPA axis, which is the hypothalamus, hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, HPA axis, which is basically we're going to talk about the weird toxic throuple between, not really toxic, but like the weird throuple, which is really just the weird throuple between the hypothalamus, the posterior pituitary gland, and the anterior pituitary gland. And we're gonna go over that really fucking soon. But first, I am gonna go over and pull out some handouts. That way I can talk to you guys all about it. But yeah, so for those that do not know me, yeah. Wait, huh? What do you mean front and back? But yeah, so basically, you guys may not know me, but for those that do already, I'm still gonna do the interview. I'm still gonna do the intro anyway. Hello, Spectral Anomaly here, med student, VTuber, constantly exhausted. You know how it is. I'm always tired. Yes, posterior and anterior, correct. Where the fuck did my tablet go? Bro, what the fuck? Where did it go? Also, my pronouns are he and they. I am non-binary as well. Yeah. No way, this VTuber be woke. Oh, wow. What a great deal. But yeah, so we're gonna go over this. So, let me pull up some documents. We're gonna just save my SPSS file. That way you'll have to obviously your contents of this. What do you mean, making a bond? No, sometimes there's new people, so like I want to say hi and explain who the fuck I am, you know, because I'm very bad at doing that. Like, I'm very bad at explaining who the hell I am to people, because you know how it is. But yes, Hello. Oh my god, it's Sucho and it's Bonehead. Holy shit. Hello, you guys. But yeah, so we're just gonna go over like the basics of endocrinology first. Because like all this shit, this is a black box of hormones. Sometimes people do. Like fucking Cookie Jedi is in here. Which by the way, I need to shout them out. Is Cookie's cool? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because you're cool. Because you're cool. And oh my god, you're playing Magic? Holy shit. Magic is hard. To this day, you don't know who I am. All you know is I like tapeworms. That's a lie. Oh, how do new people know about being? How do new people know about stream? Usually because I promo on places. Like I do self promo bullshit on Discord, or I send this shit out onto Twimter. You know, Twimter. That place, the black box of the internet. And Sucho, you literally know who I am. You literally know who I am. You know who I am. My god, what the hell do you mean? Also, yeah, McTerra scrolled on Twitch. Yeah, I'm still surprised that you got me and you're still here. Thank you. Thank you so much. But okay. But for song requests, usually I just have a downloaded playlist of music, but like I can add it if it's not like, you know, I can't really, I like, you know, I have to like stick to music that isn't gonna get me like yeeted out by like copyright and stuff. So that's why I stick to like a lot of video game soundtracks. Like I have so many video game soundtracks in here. It's kind of egregious. You finished Max Payne 2. Holy shit. What? You did not have to do that. Holy fuck. Thank you, Sucho. I'm glad you had fun. Oh, by the way, I'm bald. What was I saying? I already forgot. Low-key. And I'm a rat. And I don't eat tapeworms. And I also, holy shit though. The 20 stream streak is crazy. Holy shit. But okay, so what was I saying? I have to open up the endocrine stuff. So, endocrine system. We're gonna go to the intro to the endocrine system. I'm bald. But I'm no longer bald. But also, I'm like low-key surprised. Like my OBS updated. I'm no longer bald. Hey, I'm bald again. Fuck. But okay, so we're gonna talk about the pituitary gland. And I'm gonna go into like a little bit more than just like, this is the pituitary gland, because there's a little bit more stuff to it. And I'm still bald. But okay, so this is the pituitary gland. this little ball like looking thing, that's the pituitary gland. Also, by the way, like every single time it's a toggle. But yeah, so this is the pituitary gland. Like we can see it's gonna be right there. Oh wait, I'm gonna use that color. It's right there. Zoom in. It feeds into the hypothalamus. Yune! Hi! How are you doing? Feeds into the hypothalamus. Then we have the hypothalamus feeds into it. The hypothalamus is directly connected to the posterior lobe via the median eminence. Oh! Holy shit! I'm not late? What do you mean I'm late? What do you mean I'm late? QB Inco? Who is this? Hello, welcome in. Hello. If you don't know who I am, I'm Spectral Anomaly, med student, VTuber, constantly tired. That sounds like my whole thing, because that's just how it is being a medical student. Usually what I do is I talk a lot about medicine, stuff I'm studying, or my cursed mnemonics that I'm gonna go into today. Because when I say that the posterior pituitary gland and the hypothalamus are in a weird throuple, or that the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland are in a weird throuple, I'm correct. I am correct, and you cannot stop me from saying it. But yeah, so because basically, hey, look, I'm glad that you're in, and yes, human brain on stream. It's almost like this is my normal thing. This is my reason for being. It's medicine. I fucking love this shit, dude. So if you like this stuff, you're in the right place. Because basically, if if we think about it, because if we think about it, we just gotta think for a second, be floppy with it. The hypothalamus is the femdom mommy, and the posterior pituitary is the pay pig sub on a leash. I'll explain. Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me fucking cook. Because like we can already kind of see this here. The posterior pituitary and the hypothalamus are basically connected to each other, but are directly connected by the median eminence. Hence, it's like a leash. The infundibulum is a continuation. Then it goes into the nervosa, and then it goes on into the nervosa, the pars nervosa tissue of the posterior pituitary. Yes, I am using this still. And like, I'm gonna fully draw this out because it'll make sense soon. So basically, the way that I imagined it is, this is the hypothalamus. Yeah, you definitely, I mean, hey, that's okay. If you want to brush up on the basics and you want to ask some questions, you can. But yeah, so basically, this is the hypothalamus. H. She's like high and mighty, that's why she's H. We're gonna draw this out. This is gonna be the worst sketchy sketch ever. Okay. But yeah, I mean, hey, thank you for trusting me. Let me cook. Let me cook. It'll make sense. Okay, so basically this, I'm gonna do this in blue now because like, this is the median eminence. Like we look at this. That's the median eminence. We see that on here. Let me flip her around. Yeah, now we can see what I'm talking about here. So this is the median eminence. This is the first person. Because the anterior pituitary gland is not actually it's not directly connected to the hypothalamus. What it is directly connected to is the posterior pituitary gland. So this is going to be P. That's why it's the pay pig, because it starts with P, and that's how I remember. Then we have this motherfucker, A, in the get along shirt. Hi TB, we're talking about something cursed, which is my curse analogy. But the other reason why I'm going to be saying that the posterior pituitary... Oh my god, Azur, hello, welcome in. Is this how teachers should teach? Is this helping? No, so like they're kind of conjoined twins, I suppose. But yeah, so these are basically the two. The reason why I also call this the pay pig is because the posterior pituitary gland doesn't actually produce any hormones. It just stores the hormones that the hypothalamus basically gives it. Hence, it's the sub. This motherfucker takes whatever this motherfucker gives. This is why, like, this is the sub, this is the dom. That's who these two are. I thought you said my personality. No, sorry. This is cursed. This is the most cursed analogy that I've ever thought of, and it helped me this far. Because we are gonna go over different kinds of cells as well in the anterior pituitary that produces different kinds of hormones. Because the cool thing about the anterior pituitary is that the different kinds of cells in the anterior pituitary make different kinds of hormones, as I've already said. There's the chromophobe, which is the clear or the poorly staining cytoplasm cells. Honestly, I have no clue. And then we have the acidophil, which is going to be red, and we have the basophil. Yes! Do you want me to be a balut head? Do you want me to be? Do you want me to be freezer milk? I can. Do you want this? Do you want it? I'll make it I'll make it a redeem. I'll make it a redeem. I'll make it a redeem just for you. I'll make it a redeem right now. I'll make it right now just for you, dude. Do you want this? Because I just might. And by just might, I mean that I will. It's gonna be probably the highest one, which is gonna be like 10,000. So, okay. I'm gonna... How about it? Like 10,000? 10,000? I think 10,000 is good for balut mode. Hi! But yeah, so we're gonna continue this. The reason why I call this the dom, the hypothalamus the dom, and this motherfucker is the sub. Oh my god. Yeah, hi! This is QB, this is like your first impression of me. Is it good? Are you having fun yet? Are we having fun? The reason why this is the sub, the posterior pituitary gland, is because it takes whatever this motherfucker gives and it's getting it through the leash. This motherfucker's into it. This motherfucker is like so into it. He's like, yay. And like, he gets whatever the hypothalamus takes. And on command from the hypothalamus, it will secrete the hormones. Don't make it weird. it'll secrete the hormones whenever the hypothalamus tells it to. Hey. Yes, do not. But yeah, so like that's the whole thing. And also, oh my god, thank you so much for the lurk, Razormouth. This knowledge is a surprise mouse control. Yes, exactly. You're getting it. You're getting it. Free balut. B. Wait. B. Done. Twitch redeem active. Twitch redeem sugar. This is gonna be balut mode. Where is balut mode? There it is, balut mode. But yeah, so basically that's the thing. That's what happens. The hypothalamus is gonna tell whatever the fuck it needs to secrete. The posterior pituitary will secrete. The anterior pituitary is just the one in the corner being like, he's just there. He's just there. But the cool thing about the anterior pituitary is the fact that it has different kinds of colored hair. And that's how I'm going to represent the different kinds of the different cells. So we have the chromophobe cells, which are the clear, poorly staining cytoplasm. We have the acidophils, which are the ones that stain pink. And then we also have the basophils, or the basophilic cytoplasm, B flat. So basophils are the ones that make follicle stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, ACTH, and TSH, or thyroid stimulating hormone. So this motherfucker has like a weird, you know that weird split dye from like, you know, the split dye from like the early 2000s. What? Oh my god, Doc, what are you doing here? Hi. Oh my god, thank you so much for this. Firstly, thank you so much for this streak, but also, weren't you busy with work? How are you? Oh my god, good luck. Good luck. Have a good day. You don't want to be here for this. I can tell you that much. I can assure you. This is the worst thing I've ever made. But yeah, this motherfucker has like the weird split dye job from like 2011 or 2021. Oh shit. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, yeah. The split dye job from like 2021. But yeah, this is because this is the basophilic and this is the acidophilic. Acidophilic, they're the ones with the eosinophilic cytoplasm. Basophils are the ones with the basophilic, the ones that are blue. B flat, this is the one that makes LAT. Have a good day lurking. Have a good time lurking. Bye. Okay, and acidophilic. Acidophilic, so basically, we're going to talk about what those make later. But yeah, there are different kinds of cell types in here, and they make different kinds of hormones. Also, fun fact, there's an Arknights thing. You can do it if you want to. I'm not making anybody. But if you want to, you can. That's like totally there. It's there for you. And also mainly for me. But the anterior lobe, or the adenohypophysis, this is the one that comprises the majority of the pituitary gland. And it contains cells that produce hormones that in turn stimulate endocrine glands to produce other hormones. So like imagine this motherfucker. He's in the same get along t-shirt. He's in the same t-shirt, you know, the one, yeah, the same get along t-shirt basically. But this motherfucker, the cool thing about this one actually does stuff. Like has other leashes to other things. So let's say we have the kidneys. So let me draw a really shitty kidney right quick. We have one of the kidneys, or the adrenal glands rather. We have one of the adrenal glands. We have ones to the other stuff, basically. But yeah, this is what I mean by like, so basically all the other endocrine glands, this is the motherfucker that controls these. And so like basically if we want to think about it, our whole body is just kind of just some weird fucking like, our whole body is a weird molecule with a lot of leashes involved. And the leashes are like hormonal like communication. So all the hormone secreting motherfuckers that are lower than the brain and the hypothalamus is down here. So we're gonna make this, I don't know, yellow. Do I want to make this yellow? I think we can make this yellow. It's still pretty visible, I think. But yeah, so this is the full analogy. This is the full analogy. We're gonna keep thinking about this whatever we go through. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller. That way, like, we can see it. But okay, now we're gonna continue. So now, or rather, should I, you know what? I'm gonna summarize this again. I'm just gonna like basically go through what the fuck I just drew. So we know that here, that's the head honcho. The dom in this situation is hypothalamus. This motherfucker is the one that does the four F's, basically. Like, so feeding, fight, flight, right, well. Basically, the 4 F's are, you know, fighting, fleeing, feeding, and, you know the 4th one. I don't have to say it, basically. This motherfucker is the one that controls everything. This motherfucker is higher up there. Like, we can literally see that here. You can see that on here, basically. This goes there, this goes here, this goes here. This one is directly connected to the hypothalamus. This is the posterior pituitary. Anterior pituitary is just like right there. But like, also the thing about the posterior pituitary, it's small because it's just storing the hormones that the hypothalamus makes. But we're gonna go on to cell types based on hormone synthesize. So we're gonna go over the different kinds of hormones. So let's go over the different kinds of hormones. We have somatotrophs. 1 minute. Somatotrophs. We have mammosomatotroph. You have lactotroph. We have corticotrophs. Corticotrophs, we already see a word in there that we want to think about. Cortico. Think of some hormones that already have that phrase in there. Cortico. We have things like adrenocorticotrophic hormone, ACTH. That's what's made in the fucking here. That's made here in the basophils. Adreno or ACTH or adrenocorticotrophic hormone. We also have pro-opiomelanocortin. Cortin, all in the cortico. We also have melanocyte stimulating hormone (MSH), but it's still in there. It's in the and it's in a corticotroph, basically. So we're gonna keep writing corticotroph. We also have the thyrotroph, which is the thyroid stimulating hormone. And then we have the gonadotroph, gonads, changing, gonadotroph, changing of gonads. So we have that's the follicle stimulating hormone, and that's the luteinizing hormone. Somatotroph, soma, body. Troph, change. Troph is just change. Let's just say form, change, that kind of thing. Mammosomatotroph is growth hormone and prolactin, or PRL. Lactotroph, lacto, milk. Prolactin, also for lactation. Corticotroph, we already talked about that. ACTH. Pro-opiomelanocortin, and we have melanocyte stimulating hormone. We also have thyrotroph, our thyroid stimulating hormone, and that's in thyrotroph. So we're gonna go over that right now. I'm gonna write that down. PRL plus G growth hormone. And then this is going to be growth hormone. I don't know why. I'm like, have a little bit of allergies right now. I should probably take something for that. I'll think about it. Thyrotroph, and then we also have gonadotroph. FSH LH, luteinizing hormone. These are all the hormones that's made. These are the cell types, and that's the hormones. And so the cell types based on the hormones they synthesize. So gonadotrophes synthesize follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. Corticotrophs do adenocorticotrophic or adenocorticotropic hormone. We also have somatotropes. Somatotropes are the ones that make somatotrophs make growth hormone. Thyrotrope are going to be the TSH. Then lactotroph is PRL or prolactin. Somatomammatroph is going to be, or mammosomatotroph is going to be prolactin and growth hormone as well. And then we have plurihormonal, which is prolactin, growth hormone, TSH, and growth hormone and TSH. Now, why the fuck did I talk to you about all this? Because this is stuff we're gonna need to know before we go into the spooky stuff, which is the pituitary and hormonal, the endocrine disorders. So we're also going to go over transcription factors. Transcription factors are the ones that regulate the differentiation of cells. What does that mean? So basically, these are the kinds of cells that make these motherfuckers. So there's stuff, they're like transcription factors, or basically blueprint instructions that tell our body. No, we're not going to be nobody is graded on this, don't you worry. I'm just here to have fun. This is like everything I do, because A, it helps me study, and hopefully it's entertaining to you guys. That's why I do it. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. Besides, I'm only in like my second year of medical school, so like, why the fuck would I grade any of you on this? No, not allowed. Okay, wait, sorry about that. I just spaced out for like 2 seconds. Oh, I'm a rat. Hi, Princeps. How are you? You missed the cursed analogy, and my head is getting patted. Great. How are you though? I hope you're having a good day. But yeah, so we have transcription factors here. Transcription factors regulate the differentiation of cells, and they aid in the classification of pituitary adenomas. So the expression of these factors are retained even in the adenoma. So adenomas are like the fucking cancer cells, basically. So PIT1 is for SMLT. You know what? We're gonna take this. I'm gonna take this picture. Take this from the handout and put it on here. So these are the transcription factors secreted by the different kinds of cells. And because these are the ones that regulate the differentiation of cells. So PIT1, we can already see. PIT1 is going to be for SMLT. We're going to think of some mnemonics for these as well, don't you worry. We have the estrogen receptor alpha subunits, or ERA, ERA-L. ERA for lactotrophs. The T-Box protein, or T box 19, or T homeobox 19, or T-PIT. This is our corticotrophs. And then we have steroidogenic factor 1, or SF1, and GATA1, or GATA2. This is for gonadotrophs. We can already kind of see that. I don't think we really need a mnemonic for the steroidogenic factor 1 and GATA2 because it's kind of already in the name. Because GATA2 is, because like, where do you get your steroids from? You get them from your gon. They're the ones that do the sex stuff. So like gonads, steroids, the like testosterone, estrogen. Those motherfuckers are cholesterol-based hormones. Kind of, it's already there in the name. Corticotrophs, you might need a little bit more, like, so T-Box or the PIT, or T-PIT. T-PIT corticotroph, we're going to think of something for that. For this, so ERA-L. I can already kind of think of something with this. So like, for example, we know that you know the Eris tour? Eris tour. So E, estrogen receptor alpha subunit. So ERAS, Eras tour. Or L, lactotroph. Smith? Taylor Swift? Is that her name? Fuck. I can't believe I didn't know that. So the Eras tour.